Hello and welcome to basically just a mining stream, I guess. I'm on the DSMP REFORGED, which is a lower server technically, but you know, I gotta get some trees, and I've already started getting trees, but yeah, I don't know. Let's sleep the night away and then go destroy the forest near my house. Although near my house is an overstatement. Or an understatement, depending on if you would call this massive area a house. Well, okay, technically that's my house. That's one of my beacons. That's my ore tower, my second beacon. I'm working on a third beacon. That's my currently not working, farm for cacti. I have too many cacti. I don't need this farm anymore, so I took away all the cacti. Like I said, my ore towers, because I'm weird and I like to build towers to gather all my ores. My creaking farm, and the start of another beacon, which I have been procrastinating because I'm lazy. Also, there's my crops and bees and stuff like that. What else do I have? No, it makes sense. Of course, a shit ton of cats, and stuff. Technically, the end on the server is locked, so technically I shouldn't have that, but I do because, well, sometimes I just, you know, how do I say this? I'm an idiot. I have it because, well, first of all, I'm an admin on the server. Second of all, we allowed certain players to get certain items from the end. For example, sugar boxes, and, well, you know, those end chorus flowers thingies. Oh, yeah, I'll get to those statues in a minute. That's a Technoblade tribute I built on another server and then decided to build again. That's the second part of my smelters over there. A shit ton of animals everywhere. All caged in by this thing, by the way. This. Like, this is where we'll be going in a minute, and this is my home. It's big, and this is slightly off, which kind of upsets me now that I think about it, but you know what, I'm good. Those better not be underground in my friggin' base here. Oh, I think one of them just died. Yeah, but let's go visit my YouTuber statues. Man, I love having effects. So, the first one I built was Technoblade. It's also the one I regret building, because, I don't know, I don't like the way it looks. Because there's not really a good pink, material I could have used for his face. Then there's Dream, who's technically impossible to do correctly, because, I think the sides are supposed to be green, at least at his head. I'm not entirely sure. There's also Sap Map, who, you know, I don't know, I wanted the Dream Team and Techno, so, you know. There's also George, and then there's this massive-ass dude, who is named German Let's Play, and is one of my childhood YouTubers, so he's awesome. And honestly, I didn't build a way out of here, so, let's just do it that way. Let's go over there and continue destroying, the ecosystem. Oh yeah, this is, in case you couldn't see for whatever reason, this is handmade, this entire mountain, which, you know, is pretty obvious, and I don't like it that it's obvious. My stuff, thank you. Well, to be fair, I just don't like the way the mountain looks, but honestly, it's whatever. I'm not usually around there. Hey, look, a cold piggy. Also, pigs are like one of the only animals I don't kill. Here's two of my sugar boxes. I've already started getting rid of these getting rid of a bunch of spruce logs. Here's another chest for stuff I don't really need. Well, stuff that would just, you know, fog up my inventory. Of course, also a shit ton of torches. Because I need to get this lit up. Because I refuse to let monsters run around on a hopefully free place at some point. Also, I'm not replanting the trees. I mean, no one comes here. I'm like, as you can see in the corner, in the top left corner, I'm like 13,000 blocks away from spawn, so I'm good. Oh yeah, and in case you needed to know why I called it the DSMP Reforged, it's because, well, that's what it is. It's the Dream SMP, and, well, the original, like, living areas is the Dream SMP, I guess. I could technically go to my first house, but I don't want to right now. Maybe in another video I'll show you my other two properties, because I don't only have like that massive ass place over there. I think I can show you with the map. There we go. There's the Dream SMP lands. This is Kinoko Kingdom, and below, this is technically a lore server, so I technically only come here for lore, but below is what used to be, what's it called? This is what used to be Sunstone, a village, and, well, as you can see, it is no longer a village, it is a wasteland. That's because I had permission to blow it all up. Technically, explosions are turned off, especially in areas that are unclaimed. But, yeah, there's the man crater. Somewhere here should be, there's the prison. I've been in there before, it's funny. It's nice to look at, I like it. But, unfortunately, due to how far this is into the lore, into the original lore, sadly, the prison is broken and technically cannot be used, but that's what my friend built my own little prison for. Oh, look, the Dream XD statue. That's basically how I imagine Dream XD looking like, and which is kind of important to my lore. This is an island near, you know, Foolish's summer house, I think, that we have obviously decorated, and it... this is a parkour tower, and here you can get your win, I think, or you can get your win here, and that's a fake out. I'm not entirely sure. This is a statue I built for a dead friend of ours. This is a statue someone built a little like sanctuary there, and basically just put what's it called? I think pictures of their dog. I don't quite remember. That's a roller coaster that I don't remember who built. This is... I don't know what that is. I don't remember that being there. That's something we call Dual Island. There are barrier blocks over here connecting this place to that place, so you don't have to, you know, walk or whatever. Well, like I said, Dual Island, with barriers. Down underground here is our mail room. We technically get all the mail, but unfortunately this lags out Bedrock players, so we can't really go there. There's another portal. This is an XP farm. That is another area to fight. This is, I think, a turtle sanctuary, if I remember correctly. Wow, these are so close to each other. What the hell? I never noticed that, and I've been there, as you can see. Then there's a bunch of random places I've been to, which just have warps, because we do have /warp, and then we can go to every place we want to. I don't even quite know. Oh, no, this is not a random place. This is the villager. We have warps and homes and whatnot. This is the villager breeder, where you can, you know, it's a villager trading hall. And down here lives a friend of mine. And this is the house of the friend who I built a statue for. What's over here? I don't remember. That's just, one of the mushroom islands I went to, which I don't quite remember who was there before me. That's me, that's spaces I went through before. I just teleported randomly to my houses, like my homes, because I had to... Who the hell lives here? Who the hell lives farther away than I do? I know what this is, I'm pretty sure. Oh yeah, this is in lore. A friend of mine has been stuck here. Currently he is no longer stuck there, as I have put him somewhere else. I don't know why I went here, but I did. Oh, whatever. Before I continue, where is Devil Town? This is not Devil Town. I don't know what this is. What is you? Oh, that's another exile place. I don't know what that is. Are you Devil Town? Oh no, this is where my friend lives. My friend Rumi lives here, and this is technically the prison. Interesting. This is the prison she technically built for me, but that's lore that's not relevant right now. But yeah, she's like 14,000 blocks plus. She's down here, I'm up here. A lot of blocks away from each other. Where was Devil Town? Is this Devil Town? Is it that far away? It is. Is it? Yeah, no, it is. That's my ugly ass house. That's the design of the farm I copied. There's a house on top of this hill. That's why that is carved out. He has this. We have a little beach area, little palm trees everywhere. And somewhere here on this part of the map is my secret lab where I keep my in-law friend stuck. But only in lore. I don't do that in real life, obviously. Okay, it turned night while I was busy, like, looking at my map. That's not good. Whatever, I'll just... It's not like I'm weak. I have good gear. Unless there's a baby zombie, in which case I will shriek like a fucking little girl. 'Cause, well, it's a baby zombie. So yeah, that's basically the whole SMP. Like I said, it was technically a lore server, which is, you know, kind of different from what the original Dream SMP started out being, because, you know, it was supposed to be a hangout server. And we, from the start, were like, we kind of want to make lore here. We technically had a different server, like, same map, different server before, but they shut that down for some reason. I think because we didn't have enough players. As you can see, there's not a lot of people on it. Also, those are devs. The 1,030 are devs. Not canon devs, but devs. But yeah. No, I stripped the spruce log again. Oh Lord! No! 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 The fuck did it go? No. I refuse to be filtered. Why do you have a shovel? Also, we aren't on the version with the spear yet, and, but technically... Ooh, potato. Oh god, no. Why when I come down do you... Ugh. Ow! Motherfucker, that baby fuck-ass creature really said, let me wait until you come down before I attack you again. I am not a baby. I can play Minecraft. I play Minecraft horror mods for fun. But yes, what was I trying to explain before I got jumped by a baby skeleton? What? Baby zombie. Oh, right. We had a different server that got shut down, and that made us really sad, so we asked for the world file. Unfortunately, we lost the world file where we played on, because that would have just been too big, so we got the original Dream SMP world file, and, yeah, we've been playing on this ever since. I mean, you can see I have made a lot of stuff happen on my side of the playthrough or whatever. And, although it's not really a playthrough, it's more of a, I don't know, more of a, like I said, it's more of a lore server, so it's not really a playthrough, it's more of a, haha, fun times with Chris. In the meantime, I have also joined a second server that is slightly different, which is, it's not lore, it's meant to be like, I don't remember the name of the other server it's meant to be like, because quite frankly, I don't know the series at all. I don't think I've ever watched it. A friend of mine asked me if I've watched a series recently, and I'm like, oh, if I remember a moment from a series, and I was like, I have no idea what you're talking about. Which, you know, valid. Can't know everything. To be fair, the only reason I even got into the DSMP is because I like lore in Minecraft. I like stories. If the Dream SMP, that's probably also why I never actually watched any of the early streams, because I'm gonna be honest, those just don't interest me. Like, when I was younger, I watched some German YouTubers play on a server with a story. The story being that, well, if you're German and you know Minecraft Freedom, you know what I'm talking about. But, like, the story is basically, this dude is friends with a pig, and the pig's wife gets stolen, gets, like, kidnapped by an evil pig. Well, yeah, like I said, the pig's wife gets, like, kidnapped by an evil pig, and, therefore, Jesus. Speaking and concentrating is hard. I'm waiting for the zombie. Oh, no, it's a baby. Ow. 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 How come that shitty thing hit me 3 times and didn't set me on fire? Anyways, what I was trying to explain is, the wife of the best friend's dude's pig gets kidnapped, and they have to rescue it. And it takes them, like, over a year to rescue the pig's wife, which is also a pig, by the way, in case anyone was wondering. That server did not promote bestiality or, you know, had it in any way, shape, or form. And in the meantime, they, like, make friends, they lose friends, and all that stuff, and it's kind of funny. And I really liked the story, and so when I saw that the Dream SMP was a thing, I was like, oh my god, another story server? Yes, please. Well, when I saw that the Dream SMP had a story, because I'm gonna be honest, if the Dream SMP didn't end up having lore and a story and all that stuff, I probably would have never gotten into it. Which also means I probably would have never been here to, you know, talk about this. Because I wouldn't have been part of, like, this fandom and whatnot. And I wouldn't have met the people I've, you know, met on this server. So, I think it's awesome that I met all these people. And so far, like, none of the people I've met here have annoyed me. To a degree, the way I would say I don't want to talk to them anymore. I mean, sometimes, of course, I'm annoyed. Like, that's normal. If I'm in a bad mood and someone comes thinking they can just, you know, I don't know, be annoying, then I'll definitely, or, like, even if it's just a joke, like, jokingly being annoying, I'm probably gonna be pissed off if I don't, oops, turned on Fulbright. I only play with Fulbright if I actually need to see something. Okay, technically it was also already installed in a mod pack that I'm using, so, you know, whatever. I also don't consider it cheating because I just want to see, dog. I don't really consider any mod cheating aside from, you know, X-Ray. Because, well, I guess there are mods I could consider cheating. I haven't seen a mod that I would consider cheating except for X-Ray. anyways, what I was trying to say is, I don't think I would have had these friends that I have now if the Dream SMP didn't have a story. Because I know at the start it was just supposed to be a chill server for people to play on, but I don't think that would have interested me as a person, like, to watch. And I mean, I get it, not everything has to be for me or whatever, but that's not what I'm trying to say. But, like, I'm glad that they chose to invite people who made it into a story server, even though I don't like any of those people anymore. I'm still glad that, you know, those people got invited, made it a lore server, and... Jesus Christ, that just scared the shit out of me. I dropped my sword out. To be fair, I say that scared the shit out of me, but that's not even true. Anyways. Even though I don't watch any of the people who made this into a lore server, or, you know, I don't like him anymore, anyways, I'm glad they got invited, and I'm glad they made the Dream SMP what it was, because, like I said, without that, I probably wouldn't have half the friends I have today, even though, you know, they're all American, and I'm, like, German, so we barely have time to hang out. It's currently, like, I don't know, what time is it? It's currently 1 a.m. and I'm recording this because I'm bored, and I don't know. I want to record on this server because I never do that. I've never even recorded any of the lore we've done so far, which is not... It's not a lot, but it's also not nothing. So, you know, I probably should have recorded at some point. But then again, I felt awkward a little bit. So, I mean, I do have a piece of recording. I might just, you know, if I figure out how, I might just put it in here. I don't know. But yeah, there's like not a lot. It's not a lot of lore that we've done, like I said, but it's also not nothing. So I should definitely probably get into explaining what we did at some point. Why is there a singular oak tree here? This is ruining my spruce collection. I mean, I could, I guess, get into explaining at least a little bit of the lore while I'm, you know, sitting here destroying the ecosystem, ruining forests, well, a forest, for my personal gain, like a true human. Okay, so the lore, basically, my personal lore, starts with my character not knowing who he is. He has no idea who he is, where he came from, what he is, really. He doesn't know that he's just a character. Well, he didn't at the beginning, now he does. And that knowledge is driving him insane, which, you know, not a good thing. So my lore technically started on the other server with me just, you know, being there, writing a diary, writing into a journal, because, you know, gotta keep my thoughts written down somewhere, right? So that's what my character decided to do, and when that server shut down, it was basically like my character's universe got ripped apart, and he witnessed it. And not only did he witness it, but the only reason why he survived is because he hopped on he had his friend who is now an enemy, I guess, because he's stuck in this guy's secret lab. He was a dimension, like, traveler. He can travel to different dimensions, and he did that, and my character clung to him and was like, was taken with the dude. And that, unfortunately for my character, left severe problems in the air. Like, for, like, this is not a joke. My character, literally just hung on and saw his universe crumble into dust and decay, and yeah, that's not good for his mental health. Let's just call it that. He ended up going insane because of it. You know, kind of able to hide it, but not really. Just kind of. And technically that's where I left it off for a while, because I need my friends to be able to do lore, and I can't really do it. It's not like I can, do lore without my friends, because, they're kind of a vital part of that, considering they're in it. And yeah, well, also for something you need to see is my character is part goat, which is also like something that is important to his character, because he is both made by me, obviously, but the reason why he is in this universe specifically is because J-Schlatt needed a way to get revenge on people who he doesn't know aren't here anymore. Like, J-Schlatt wanted to use my character as a way to get revenge on the people who used to live here, the DSMP people. Specifically, the people who killed him, the people who were there while he was dying and did nothing. The people who wanted him dead specifically, like, Wilbur, Tommy, I guess Quackity as well. I don't remember Quackity's lore all that well. And, well, let's just say that did not end well for my character. Oh, okay, cool. My character not knowing that he is a tool meant for revenge and stuff like that is not going great for his mental health as well. Technically, the boy is just struggling all along. And he also, which is just, another fucking thing to pile on to the problems he's had, he has lost his soul to who he thought was his best friend, who in reality didn't give a shit about him, and only recently got it back. And honestly, living, the ownership of a soul, living with the soul is weird to him, because he's been going so long without being allowed to say, hey, I would like to make my own decisions, because the way we did that whole she owns his soul is not with a soul contract or whatever. It's just she killed him so many times that with her sword, I think it was a soul blade or whatever, I don't remember what she called it, but she killed him so many times with her sword that it collects souls, that at some point it just collected his soul. Even if there's this, the thing is, in my explanation for how this character is still alive, there's canon deaths and non-canon deaths, and my character has not had a single canon death yet. The canon deaths carry significance, they would change things, and this does not. Him just randomly dying because of, I don't know, a creeper or whatever, is not a canon death, and therefore it does not count to his total life count. Man, there's a lot of trees here. Am I sure I want to do this? Whatever. But yeah, he has recently, because his friend was turned back into a human because she was a ghost, which is another reason why she collected his soul, I think. But yeah, she was basically brought back to life by a bunch of witches on the server. People who actually play witches, not the mob. And he got his soul back in the process, which, was confusing. And usually he would just follow her command without question, just do what she tells, what she says, and is like, okay, sure. As an example for that, while blowing up Sunstone, that village, what used to be a village, she gave him a command to kill someone, and he did it without question. He didn't want to, but he did it without question because, that girl owned his soul, so he had to. In the end, like I said, and when he got his soul back, he refused an order for the first time ever since he lost it, and that was nice. But there's also, now that he has his soul back, he has to live with all the shit he's done because she told him to, and he is not happy about that. Which also just piles on to his insanity. Also the fact that he had a stalker for a while. And the fact that in my version of the lore, XD is malicious and is now toying with his brain. Like, all of those, things combined do mess with his mental state a lot. And now, currently, his friend is imprisoned in his little secret lab, and it's just, it's not good. Because, imagine being imprisoned in a secret lab with, the only technology that, ouch, I got shot. The only technology that could, where the frick are you? You are blending in with the snow. The only technology that, can keep you down, because the friend is with a hybrid. There's all sorts of creatures here, goat hybrid, wither hybrid, any type of hybrid. You want it? We got it. But like I said, the only technology that can keep him down, and technically also his technology to kill withers, my character has it. Bro found it in his backyard due to my friend's character being like, ouch. Ah, I hate it when zombies do that. Due to my character, what's it called? Being influenced and controlled by XD at points, well, not really controlled yet, that's a future thing, but mainly influenced by XD, he gets stuff that he usually wouldn't get his hands on. For example, with a controlling technology. Which is honestly just a random item. Or I'll pretend it's there or whatever. It doesn't matter. I'm not good at PvE or PvP or any of those things. Yeah, like I said, XD basically threw the wither, one of the things, which is a muzzle, into his backyard, and he was like, wonder if this comes in handy. And then he used it against his friend, and, well, let's just say his friend was not happy about it. Ow! Which I guess makes sense, not being happy about the fact that you are muzzled and therefore cannot speak any longer. Which is funny, technically he could speak, but Chris doesn't know ASL. Because the friend knows ASL, canonically, and Chris doesn't. So that's fun. But yeah, there's pretty much the lore for now. Rumi, the character who, controlled Chris for a while, went insane and in the end tried to kill Chris, which didn't work yet, and oh god, I hate you. I did promise Rumi one of my canon lives, so whatever. What I was trying to say is, Rumi did try to kill Chris, it didn't work. And she is now imprisoned in the prison that she built for Chris, which is something Chris doesn't know. He's just confused as to why Rumi even has a prison in the first place. All he knows is she has that, and he is aware of it, and, well... other than that, there's, like I said, not a lot of lore has happened, because... At least not in my part of the lore, because I'm not really connected with, half of the people. There's also a lore called the Mushroom lore, I guess. I guess it has a name now, which is another character went into the nether, ate one of the green mushrooms, and then became part of a hive mind. Because, well, that's what, well, the mushrooms do in her lore. Because, honestly, that does technically make sense, though. It feels kind of Resident Evil-ish, but it's okay. I like Resident Evil, that's great. And either way, she ended up being put in a, what's it called? In an ice box to, you know, freeze the mushroom out of her, which surprisingly enough worked. And then her friend died. Which is sad for her, because he was the one who saved her. And without him, she probably wouldn't be there, or she would still be... Oh, fuck. She would still be part of the hive mind, which, you know, yay, she isn't. And Rumi ended up using her. It's also one of the reasons why she kind of lost the thing. Either way, we planted a bunch of withers around Sunstone. Rumi got imprisoned. And the lore is currently stuck at, my character has his, what used to be friend in his grasp, in his little secret lab, wants to get out of this world, can't, because, well, first of all, the dude can't talk, because Chris put a muzzle on him. Second of all, it is very, very likely that the dude wouldn't tell Chris his secrets anymore, because, you know, well, it's really impossible, and the next step of the lore is obviously a secret, because otherwise, what would be the sense of recording? But I do actually plan on recording this time, because quite frankly, I really need the content. And I hope it will be fun. I mean, it's definitely going to be fun playing it out. I don't know how fun it is for the viewers, but honestly, then again, I am talking to myself. Oh god, why did I do that? I got scared. What the fuck? Damn. Sure are a lot of mobs out tonight. I also have, like, a bunch of lore on the mobs and everything written down, like, what I personally think happened or whatever, with, for example, the what are they called? With the sunken boats and everything, and I look forward to never talking about that, because that's a personal part of just what I think, you know, happened. Basically a game theory style thing, but not really. Okay, honestly, considering that was just like this before, I feel like I've done enough. Also, I want to get this entire thing cleaned out. But I'm done for today. Also, I don't have anything else to talk about. So, I will see you in the next video. If you've liked it, like the video, leave a comment if you find anything comment worthy. Also, before I say my actual goodbyes, this pisses me off. Back. If you've liked it, like. If you want to see more of this content, subscribe. If you find anything comment worthy, comment. And other than that, I hope you've had a nice time. I will see you in the next video. Bye-bye!